Hello and welcome. You are watching Business Today Television. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and with me my colleague Sakshi Batra. Today, on this special edition of Market Masters, we are joined by one of the most renowned investors of India, a person who not only puts in money in very unique investment choices, but is also known for his manner in which he identifies high potential small and mid-cap companies. I'm talking about Vijay Kedia, MD, Kedia Securities. Welcome to Business Today Television, to our show. Thank you very much for your time. I want to begin by getting you to respond to a lot of questions, and I must tell our viewers that we are also going to take your questions directly to Vijay Kedia and get him to answer your queries. So if you have questions, please keep writing in the feed, and we will pick up those questions as we continue this discussion. But I'm going to start with one question from us. Vijayji, I'm going to ask you, how is the rally looking like currently? Is it over for the time being, and is it time for the markets to consolidate, or should we say picture abhi baki hai?
First of all, thank you very much, Siddharth ji and Sakshi ji, for inviting me here on Business Today. So far this rally is concerned, it is very difficult to say. I won't say that picture abhi baki hai, because don't forget that we are at an all-time high. If you would have asked me this question, say 6 months back or last year, I would have said कि अभी तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है, अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हो रही है. So that would be an कुछ exaggerate हो जाएगा if I say something like this कि picture अभी बाकी है. So I wouldn't say
Picture
that.
में क्या बाकी है? Let me ask you, picture में अभी बचा क्या है? ये बता दीजिए.
No, because a lot of stocks have already participated, and there is a euphoria in the market in some of the pockets. So I would say that now investors should be a little careful. I'm not selling that you should sell your shares and go, because I'm still fully, as on date, now I'm talking to you, I am fully invested in this market. But I personally will be very careful if I have to find a new story or I have to invest in a new company. I would be doubly sure. I would be very skeptical. I would tell you, rather than investing or finding a new company, I would prefer to stay invested in the companies where I am already invested. So for new investors, I would say that it is better don't be adventurous in this market. I'm not saying this market is going to fall down, but you have to be careful.
Okay, Vijay sir, you initially had a target of 70,000 for the Sensex also on the year-end basis before this geopolitical uncertainty really erupted. Would you make changes to that target now? If not by December, how long more will we have to wait for that 70,000 mark on the Sensex, sir?
So that is difficult to say now, because now things have changed a lot in last 3 months. It is not only the Russia and Ukraine, other war is also happening somewhere in the Middle East and all. And market has also become euphoric. So I think, and later on, maybe after December onwards, the fever of this general election will also start, the talk will start happening in the circle that what is going to happen. And before that, in November, there are 3-4 state elections also coming up. So there are a lot of uncertainties in this market. So I personally feel, maybe I may be wrong. I may go wrong also, I don't know. That I personally feel that this rally, the current rally, which is continuing in this market, should last maybe till Diwali. And after that, market could be a little lackluster. So coming to your point, 70,000, it is, I don't know. If it happens before Diwali, then it is all right. In case it does not happen before by Diwali or maybe by December, then it might take some time. Then it depends on what is this sentiments about the election is there in the market. It depends on that.
So since you spoke about a post Diwali scenario, what strategy should a investor keep in mind? Because you have put together all the 3-4 factors that will impact mood and sentiment. What is the strategy that one should keep in mind?
So I will tell you what strategy I am applying. My strategy is very simple. If I am bullish in a stock for, say, forget about elections. Every year we are having 3-4 elections in India, state elections. General election will also come. So I don't structure my portfolio looking at the elections and looking at the monsoon, looking at inflation figure, looking at interest rate, or looking at this war and all. war is absolutely nobody knows when it's going to break out and when it is going to end. That so nobody knows. So I don't structure my portfolio looking at all these things. So that is why as I invest for long term, minimum 5 years. It's not a compulsion, but at least there is no. I don't have any target that how long I will be invested in the company for how many years and all. Usually, I hold the shares for 10 years. So for me, I have to go through so many elections, and so many, ups and downs in the market. So I will stay put. Whatever I have invested until unless if I need some money, that is a different thing. Otherwise, I will stay put. I will I will face this war. I will face this election. I will face everything. I had been facing all these things, but not necessarily that a new investor can have the same kind of mindset. So it depends on them. That is why I always say that before entering into the market, one should know yourself. So before filing your KYC with the broker, KYS is more important. So one should know yourself. Do you have that kind of mindset to see that kinds of ups and downs in the market? If you don't have that kind of mindset, then you should be careful in the market. If you can face all these things and you can invest it for, if your target is for indefinite period or 5-10 years, then stay put the way I am.
Okay, stay put, and be unfazed with all of these geopolitical tensions or any of the external factors, and stick to your portfolios is the advice coming in. At this point, Vijay sir, let's start off with the question answers also from our viewers as well. One question that I wanted to take is from Noida. Upar Singh has sent this question for us, and he wants to know from you, for a retail investor who has 10 to 15 stocks in their portfolio, should good or bad quality earnings also impact their decisions? Since you've said external factors should not determine that, should internal factors like earnings be an impactful decision-making factor?
Of course, there are two ways your stocks can have an impact, negative or positive. One is internal, another is external. You suppose if you are a educated person or you are in the market and you have spent some time in this market, you have seen at least two bull or bear market, then it can be called that you are an average investor. So, but internal factor you can check in. You can keep a track on the internal factors. You can read the balance sheet. You can know about the economy of the country. You can read about the what is happening in the product of the company where you are invested. But external factors is beyond our control and beyond our guesswork also. Who knew that Israel and Gaza, this what is happening in the Middle East is going to happen? This thing nobody knew. Who knew about this COVID and all? So all these things are uncertain in this market. So you have to adjust your mindset, looking at both the perspective, internal and external.
Vijayji, where are you seeing pockets of value? Because a lot of stocks have seen a very good run up, and valuations in many of those look very stretched at the present.
Siddharth, let me tell you, there is value in the market. But if I can give you an example, like suppose it's a 100-meter race, okay, and there are some uncertainty there. It's kind of hurdle race. Stock market is never a linear race, straight kind of race. It's always like a hurdle race. So there are so many uncertainties cropping up into this market, not only election, even this war and all. So I would say, suppose if the race is for 100-meter, so it is not that we are just starting the race. We are just at 10 meters we have crossed or 20 meters crossed. So there are little uncertainties ahead. So
We will get Mr. Kedia to join us again. I believe there is a bit of an audio issue. Let's try and get him to reconnect again. Sakshi, because what Mr. Kedia has been telling us is very important, especially the point about ignoring some of the noise that one gets distracted with, and for newcomer investors this is a key issue. I think we have Mr. Kedia back with us. Please complete your point before.
So I forgot that what we were talking about.
No, I had asked you a question about valuations for many stocks looking stretched, because there's been a good run up in many of the counters.
Yes. So I would say that it's a compelling valuation you are getting in this market. I am not going to say that. Market has understood the value, okay, of almost all the stocks. Now, only all you can make money in this market only if you can guess the future, what is going to happen in 24, what is going to happen in 25, or what is going to happen in FY26. If you have that kind of vision, then only you can make money in this market. Otherwise, market is, I would say, it's valued. Market, I won't say this market is cheap. And this is what this is what I feel in this market.
Okay, Mr. Kedia, so
Yeah.
the festive spirit is in the air, and we all are going out shopping and fulfilling our consumption needs at this point in time. You pointed out that in case the markets really correct from here also, what would be on your shopping list if you had to buy a fresh?
No, I don't have money. As I said, that I am fully invested. Yeah. So I'm just watching the match. Whoever wins, whoever even lose, I'm just watching the match. I'm sitting at the fence, as they say. So it doesn't matter. Even my stocks also fall. Already, many of my stocks have fallen 20% from their peak. So this churn is happening in this market. If you are an investor, then you can feel that not that all the stocks are at all time high. So this churn, this will keep on happening in this market. So I am fully invested.
Since you speak about being fully invested, what's your current portfolio looking like? And you mentioned churn. Would you like to tell our viewers about how your portfolio was looking 1 year ago, just prior to last year's Diwali?
So sorry, what's the question?
I was saying, what is your current portfolio looking like?
In the sense,
The stocks that you are holding, have you shifted from last year in terms of the choices you have made, and you've had a good chunk of mid-cap stocks in your portfolio?
so they are doing good now because everybody is genius in a bull market, and so am I. So all my stocks are touchwood, all are doing good. Some stocks are three times up, four times up, five times up. So I'm enjoying this pre-Diwali, gift in this market.
Okay. Mr. Kedia, anything that you have changed in the previous quarter, in this July to September quarter, that we should be aware of in your portfolio? Any changes have been done?
No. There is no significant changes in my portfolio.
Okay.
Must have sold some shares, little bit, some quantity of some of the shares, because I had to invest in another shares. Because stock market is only my exit and entry, where I can get money or I can invest money. So maybe I have sold some of the shares and increased my holding in another company. This is what I have done in this September quarter.
Okay, there's a question from Rahul from Bengaluru. He says, "Sir, I follow you. I buy the stocks you have in your portfolio as well, but I don't know when to book profits. What would you suggest?"
I also don't know when to book profit. I am also as confused as you are, my dear friend. I have often say that I am like Abhimanyu. I know how to enter. I don't know how to exit. So that's a problem to me, because let me tell you, yeah, that's a real problem. Even if I find my shares overvalued, it is a very difficult situation, difficult, a decision for me to exit my stock. Because we have seen this market, like suppose you buy a stock at 100 rupees. Price is not a factor that you should exit in this market. Price is not a factor that I exit in a market. If I find stocks overvalued, then I may exit. But I have seen in my life that overstocked, overpriced can become overpriced. If suppose 100 rupees stock has gone up to 500 rupees, and I 500 is ridiculous price, then again it can go up to 1,000 rupees. So, but one thing I will realize, that you don't follow me blindly. You just follow everybody's style and you make your own style. You should understand that sometimes it happens, the bull market rewards you like unexpectedly. Sometimes it happens that you are sitting on so much of profit that you lose your sleep. It is not every time that you lose money and you lose your sleep. Sometimes you make money and you lose your sleep. At night, you will get up, oh my God, what will happen if tomorrow market crashes? My entire profit will go away like this only.
Was there any stock like that in your portfolio, sir, where you lost your sleep over?
No. And I have become a pakka investor now. All those I have surpassed all those times where I lose my sleep. I lose my sleep. I will tell you, Sakshi ji, I lose my sleep only when I have cash lying in the bank, And yeah, that is the time I really I lose my money because I don't want to keep my money idle in the bank. I feel like I'm missing some opportunity. So, and that is one more reason that even if I find my stock overvalued, not overvalued, there is no definition also. Just for reference, I am saying overvalued. I don't sell because if I will sell the shares, sooner or later I have to buy some other shares. सो बेटर टू जैसे हमारे हिंदी में बोलते हैं नहीं मामा से काना मामा ही अच्छा है तो अगर हो तो जो है वही ठीक है फिर
आपसे एक हिंदी में सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं और ये रियल एस्टेट से संबंधित है। पिछले 2 सालों में हमने रियल एस्टेट क्षेत्र में एक तब्दीली देखी है और बिल्कुल एक डाइवर्जेंस देखी है। जो महंगे घर हैं वो और भी महंगे होते जा रहे हैं और अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग की थीम की कोई बहुत ज़्यादा बात भी नहीं कर रहा है। तो क्लियरली एक अपसाइकिल है और सेल्स के लेटेस्ट डेटा हम देखें, जो इन्वेंट्री भी मार्केट में है, सारा दिखा रहा है कि एक बोयंसी है और खासकर अपर एंड ऑफ द मार्केट पे। आपको रियल एस्टेट के साइकिल के बारे में क्या लगता है? क्योंकि हमने पास्ट में देखा है कि कई लोगों ने उसमें काफ़ी नुकसान झेला, केवल घर खरीद के नहीं, शेयर खरीद के भी नुकसान झेला। तो रियल एस्टेट के बारे में आपके क्या विचार हैं विजय जी?
नहीं, मेरा पर्सनल विचार ये है कि अभी जो रियल एस्टेट के जो प्राइस जो आप बता रहे हैं वो बराबर है कि जो महंगे घर हैं वो ज्यादा महंगे हो गए हैं। और मेनली आप बॉम्बे वगैरह में देखिए तो 1.25 लाख 1.5 लाख का जो प्रॉपर्टीज जो है, 1.25 लाख 1.5 लाख का जो भाव चल रहा है, ये रिडिकुलस है। इसके अंदर में आपको प्रॉफिट तो नहीं होने वाला है शेयर से ज्यादा या कोई भी एसेट क्लास से ज्यादा आपको प्रॉफिट नहीं होने वाला है। अभी कोविड के बाद में हम लोगों ने देखा है कि एक बड़ा परिवर्तन आया इंडिया के अंदर में कि पैसे वाले और पैसे वाले हो गए हैं और जो लोअर जो ग्रेड में है उनकी कोई बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ोतरी नहीं हुई है उनके इनकम के अंदर में। तो ये जो आप चकाचौंध जो देख रहे हैं ये थोड़ा सा तो मीडिया के कारण भी है कि भी एक घर बिक गया समझिए 150 करोड़ में, 100 करोड़ में। और ज्यादातर बंबई के अंदर में ऐसे हैं जो 100-150 करोड़ के घर है और लोग ले भी लेते हैं। तो वो लेते हैं क्योंकि अभी शेयर बाजार में भी अभी नया नया पैसा आया, अच्छा पैसा आया, तो लोग अपना ये सोच कर वैसे लोग रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं कि बढ़े या नहीं बढ़े, कम से कम शेयर बाजार से मैंने पैसा निकाल दिया तो मेरा एक बैलेंस हो गया, पैसा डूबेगा तो नहीं कम से कम। कि समझो आपने 100 करोड़ का घर ले लिया तो 100 करोड़ का घर 50 करोड़ का नहीं होने का। यहाँ आपके शेयर जो 5,000 रुपया के हैं वो 2,000 रुपया हो सकते हैं कल कुछ अगर हो तो लोग अपना वो बैलेंस करने के लिए, या समझिए लोगों के पास में ऐसे लगता है कि भैया मेरी जिंदगी में मैंने इतना पैसा कमा लिया, 100 करोड़ का घर ले लेता हूँ, बच्चे बड़े होंगे, बच्चे बिगाड़ेंगे या वो रुपये को डुबा देंगे या शेयर बाजार में वो सक्सेस उनको नहीं मिली है तो कम से कम मेरी जनरेशन को सिक्योरिटी मिले। मेरे को लगता है उसके पीछे एक ये धारणा रहती है लोगों को ये बड़े रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करने की। या कुछ लोग जो होते हैं जो रिटायर हो गए, ईसॉप मिल गया और पैसा आ गया तो भाई चलो घर में लगा दो, उनके पास में दूसरी आइडिया नहीं है एफडी का, चलो घर तो रहेगा कम से कम। तो ये है, इसमें मेरे को नहीं लगता लोगों को कंपेरेटिवली कोई दूसरी एसेट क्लास से ज्यादा आपको पैसा मिलेगा। बल्कि 10 हो सकता है 10 साल तक आपको इसमें बेनिफिट भी नहीं हो, लेकिन ये जो क्लास जो खरीद रही है ऐसे घर, ये ऐसा सोच के खरीद रही है कि इसमें मेरे को बेनिफिट नहीं होगा।
Okay. So, then let's come back to the markets and ask you on, the pockets that have actually given remarkable returns in the recent past. You were talking about how the markets have run up, almost all sectors have run up, especially when we talk about three key sectors, defense, railways and the PSU banks. The kind of run up that we have seen here, it's spectacular. What would you really suggest here? Is there any theme out of these three that you would like to track for years and not just as momentum plays?
You see, I would not be investing into defense shares as of now at this price, this value, and nor I would invest in the defense and what you say, railway is also defense, money, railway, like
PSU banks.
Yeah, railways also I find them very expensive. I would personally not invest in them. And PSU banks, I find value in PSU banks, but they are not valuation wise, they are not still as high as defense and railways and all. So, but they are very slow. So they are boring stock. They may. You see the numbers. All these public sector banks are coming out with numbers are very good growth they are showing, but stock price is not moving up. So they are boring shares. But I find value in them in some of the PSUs banks, PSBs or whatever you call them. there may be some value left.
तो विजय जी, कुछ रिपोर्ट्स थे कि आपने शायद पीएसयू बैंक्स में अपनी शेयर होल्डिंग थोड़ी उसमें कटौती की है, क्या ऐसा सही है? और अगर ये इसी कारण से, क्योंकि स्लो मूव हो रहा है, इस कारण से?
हाँ, मेरा इनके साथ में थोड़ा लव और हेट रिलेशनशिप चलते रहता है जी मेरा कि इनके साथ में कभी यहाँ नहीं कभी ना, वो चलते रहता है। क्योंकि एक तो क्या है, बहुत लिक्विड है। तो मेरा लाइफ में एक प्रॉब्लम है, मैं कभी भी बहुत लिक्विड शेयर में कभी इन्वेस्ट करके नहीं रख सकता हूँ। क्योंकि मेरे जिंदगी में जो भी मैंने किया है, और मैंने इसी बोलकर मेरे लिए वो अच्छा रहा। क्योंकि जब मार्केट गिरता है, और समझिए मेरा 24 घंटा 24x7 में खाली मार्केट ही मार्केट सोचता हूँ मैं। तो मेरे दिमाग में वो हमेशा वही चलते रहता है। जब कभी मेरे को ऐसे लगता है कि शायद ये मार्केट 10% गिर जाएगा या 20% गिर जाएगा, तो जो लिक्विड शेयर है उनको मैं बेच देता हूँ। वो टेम्पटेशन है, वो मैं रोक नहीं पाता हूँ। चाहे उसमें मेरा ध्यान 5 साल का हो, तब भी मैं अपने आप को शाना समझने लग जाता हूँ। अरे 5 साल तो बात की बात है ना, अभी बेच लूंगा, 10% नीचे ले लूंगा। आज तक कभी इसमें सफल नहीं हो पाया। जो बिक जाता है वो बिक ही जाता है। तो लिक्विड शेयर मेरे साथ में बिक जाता है। हाँ जी
विजय जी, एक छोटा सा इस पे फॉलो अप। कई सारे हमारे दर्शक ऐसे हैं जो पहली बारी मार्केट में आए हैं पिछले 1-2 साल में, उनके लिए ये जो आपने लिक्विड शेयर वाली जो बात कही, इस कॉन्सेप्ट को थोड़ा इलैबोरेट करिए कि लिक्विड शेयर यानी एक एवरेज इन्वेस्टर, एक साधारण न्यूकमर मार्केट में लिक्विड से क्या समझे?
लिक्विड से शेयर आप सिंपल एक समझो कि जो भी क्वांटिटी आप ले रखे हो, अगर आपको समझ में आए कि मेरे को इस क्वांटिटी से निकलना है, तो आप आधे घंटे में निकल सकते हो। तो सपोज नए इन्वेस्टर आते हैं, तो उनकी क्वांटिटी तो मैं समझता हूँ थोड़ी सी मॉडरेटिव, उनकी कमी क्वांटिटी होती होगी। तो समझो अगर आपको 10,000 शेयर भी किसी का बेचना है, और आपने बेच दिया, 5 मिनट में बेच दिया, 10 मिनट में बेच दिया, या एक दिन में बेच दिया फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो मैं उनको लिक्विड बोलता हूँ। आप अपनी क्वांटिटी के हिसाब से लिक्विड समझिए। तो मेरी क्वांटिटी थोड़ी सी अभी समझिए ज्यादा रहती है और परसेंटेज में रहती है, तो मेरे लिए तो बेचने में भी 6 महीना लगेगा, लेने में भी 6 महीना। तो ये मेरे लिए वो लिक्विडिटी की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। लेकिन आप अपनी लिक्विडिटी को अपने क्वांटिटी के हिसाब से समझिए।
बिल्कुल
और लेकिन जो नए इन्वेस्टर है, उनको लिक्विड शेयर में ही काम करना चाहिए, उनको इलिक्विड शेयर में काम नहीं करना चाहिए। जो नए इन्वेस्टर आ रहे हैं, जो अभी 1-2 साल में आए हैं, उनको लिक्विड शेयरों में ही काम करना चाहिए, इलिक्विड में उनको काम नहीं करना चाहिए।
आप क्योंकि नए इन्वेस्टर्स की बात कर रहे हैं, एक और सवाल इससे जुड़ा हुआ। कई लोग आके हमसे भी पूछते हैं, और हमारा काम किसी भी प्रकार से एडवाइस देने का है नहीं, ना हम देते हैं ना हम देने के काबिल हैं, पर वो ट्रेडिंग वर्सेस लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टिंग में बार बार ये सवाल आता है कि अरे ट्रेडिंग कर लेंगे, कौन वेट करेगा 3 साल? क्योंकि युवा में कई बार पेशेंस नहीं होती, उसको खुद नहीं पता कि 3 साल बाद वो क्या कर रहा होगा। कई लोग अभी कॉलेज में ही पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं। तो ट्रेडिंग को लेके चेतावनी रेगुलेटर ने भी दी है। बहुत सारे लोग बात करते हैं कि ट्रेडिंग न्यू इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए बहुत एक खतरनाक साबित हो सकती है। इस पे आपके क्या विचार है?
नहीं, बहुत सही बात है। देखिए, सेबी बोलती है कि 90% सक्सेस अनसक्सेस रेट है, सक्सेस रेट 10% है। मैं तो मेरी पूरी जिंदगी मैंने शेयर बाजार में गुजार दी अभी तक की, तो मेरे को तो लगता है सक्सेस रेट 1% है। यहाँ पर 99% यहाँ पर लोग पैसा खोते हैं, और कमाने वाले 4-5 आदमी कमाते हैं। सबसे बड़ा पैसा ब्रोकर कमाते हैं। विथ ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू देम, उनका धंधा है, कोई गलत नहीं करते, लेकिन सबसे पहले तो वो कमाते हैं। फिर आप एसटीटी देते हो, सेबी चार्जेस देते हो, ट्रांजैक्शन कॉस्ट देते हो, सर्विस टैक्स देते हो। ये सब 4-5 तरह के ये आपके खर्चे हैं। जितनी बार भी आप पंच करते हो, आप उतनी बार आप उतना पैसा आपकी किट्टी से निकल जाता है। तो दूसरा सक्सेस रेट इसमें 1% है। तो लोगों की ये भ्रांति है। लोग ये नहीं समझते हैं, स्टॉक मार्केट को लोग जुए का अड्डा समझते हैं। आज के दिन भी समझिए, इतना अभी चाहे 15 करोड़ डीमेट अकाउंट खुल गए हो, 7 करोड़ 8 करोड़ क्या इन्वेस्टर हैं, ये है वो, लेकिन सबसे पहले लोग ट्रेडिंग का ही बातें करते हैं। लोगों को लगता है कि हलवा है यहाँ पे, कि आया और एयर कंडीशन ऑफिस में बैठा, ये लिया वो बेचा, रात को पैसा कमा कर निकल गया। पिताजी बाप का माल है क्या? इतना इतना अगर आसान होता तो यहाँ पर सब ट्रेडर लोग जितने हैं, सब अरबपति खरबपति बन जाते हैं। इंडस्ट्री लोग सब अपने इंडस्ट्री बंद करके इस सट्टे में लग जाते हैं इसी काम के अंदर में। तो ये लोगों की एक भ्रांति है, और ये अभी तक पूरी तरह से, जब तक आदमी यहाँ पर एक चीज मैंने और सीखा है सिद्धार्थ जी, जब तक ये जो नए आदमी आते हैं, और जब तक एक बार ये इस तरह की क्राइसिस अपनी लाइफ में खुद नहीं देखते हैं, लोग क्या होता है, दूसरों की गलतियों से सीखना नहीं चाहते हैं, वो अपनी गलतियों से सीखना चाहते हैं। जब तक वो, तभी मैंने बोला 2 साइकिल पूरा करना बहुत जरूरी है। एक साइकिल के अंदर में आप एंट्री करते हो, और उसी साइकिल में आप एग्जिट कर जाते हो और बाजार छोड़ देते हो। मेरा एक कोट है सर, कि बुल मार्केट क्रिएट्स स्टूपिड इन्वेस्टर्स क्रिएट बेयर मार्केट क्रिएट्स स्मार्ट इन्वेस्टर्स, एंड स्मार्ट इन्वेस्टर्स क्रिएट बुल मार्केट। और इसी तरह कारवा चलता है। तो जो 1-2 साल के अंदर में जो घुसे हैं ना ये बुल, ये बेचारे एक दिन ये अपना पैसा खोएंगे, फिर ये रियलाइज करेंगे। ये पैटर्न है। इसको अपना मानसिक बल को हमेशा यहाँ पर मजबूत करने रखना कि आप कभी जीरो पे भी आउट हो गए, कभी आप 10 रन पे भी आउट हो गए, ये आपको यहाँ पर चलना पड़ेगा। मेरी उनको सिंपल एक सलाह है कि भैया, बजाय तुम सट्टे से या फ्यूचर से अपनी इनिशियल कैपिटल जुगाड़ करने के बजाय अपने खर्चे को कम कर दो। 2 साल का एक वनवास ले लो कि मैं 5,000 रुपया महीना खर्चा करता हूँ, समझो मेरा पॉकेट मनी है, तो मैं 1,000 खर्चा करूंगा और अपनी लाइफ को सेक्रीफाइस करूंगा और 4,000 रुपया मैं महीने का बचाऊंगा, और 2 साल के अंदर में मेरे पास में 1,00,000 रुपया मेरा इकट्ठा हो जाएगा, समझिए फॉर एग्जाम्पल। और उससे मैं मेरा जीवन उससे मैं, और तब तक मैं पढ़ाई करूंगा, तब तो 4,000 रुपया मैं म्यूचुअल फंड में लगाऊंगा, और तब तक मैं पढ़ूंगा शेयर बाजार के लिए, उसकी हिस्ट्री पढ़ूंगा, लोग कैसे कैसे यहाँ पर क्या होता है। लोग पढ़ना नहीं चाहते हैं ना यहाँ पे, तो तुरंत सबको पैसा कमाने का ये प्रोसेस है।
That's very true, sir. Sir, with respect to that, there is one question that we have got from our viewer, and that is from New Delhi. Vihan wants to know, and this is a question I'm sure has been asked at least 100 times to you. What is your multi-bagger stock selecting mantra?
ओके तो मेरा मंत्र बड़ा सिंपल है जी। जैसे आपने बोला कई बार आप पूछ चुके हैं, ठीक है, तो जितनी बार आप पूछेंगे मैं उतनी बार ये बताऊंगा मेरा नाम विजय केडिया है तो ये ऐसी बात है। तो मैडम, तो मेरा सिंपल मंत्र है जी, स्माइल, जो मेरा जिसको मैंने कॉइन किया, नाम दिया उसको स्माइल। स्मॉल इन साइज, मीडियम इन एक्सपीरियंस, लार्ज इन एस्पिरेशन, एक्स्ट्रा लार्ज मार्केट पोटेंशियल। मैं एक ऐसा शेयर को चुनता हूं जो 15-20 साल से मार्केट में टिका हुआ है, जिसने 2-3-4 उतार चढ़ाव मार्केट में देख चुके हैं, जिस मैनेजमेंट ने और जिस कंपनी ने, तो उसमें ऐसे लगता है कि कंपनी फेल नहीं होने वाली है। और उस कंपनी को शेयर, जब वो कंपनी को तो ये हो गया स्मॉल इन साइज। और स्मॉल इन साइज का मतलब पेनी स्टॉक की बात मैं नहीं करता हूँ। उस सेक्टर के अंदर में जो भी छोटा शेयर है, चाहे नंबर 5वां हो या नंबर 6 हो, उस सेक्टर के अंदर में, उसको मैं बात करता हूँ। चाहे 4,000 करोड़ की भी कंपनी हो सकती है, वो भी स्मॉल इन साइज है कि दूसरी कंपनी उसी सेक्टर में 4 लाख करोड़ की है, 40,000 करोड़ की है, तो वो स्मॉल इन साइज रहना चाहिए। मीडियम इन एक्सपीरियंस की 15-20 साल का जो मैनेजमेंट को एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, ताकि वो उसमें उतार चढ़ाव देख लिए। और लार्ज इन एस्पिरेशन, वो जो मैनेजमेंट का जो एस्पिरेशन होता है जी, वो किक होता है, वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। कि आप मैनेजमेंट समझिए 500 करोड़ के टर्नओवर बैठा है, तो उसको लग रहा है कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, मेरे को 2,000 करोड़ का टर्नओवर करना है 10 साल में, 5 साल में, और फिर 4,000 करना है, रीजनल से नेशनल बनना है, नेशनल से इंटरनेशनल बनना है। तो ये लार्ज इन एस्पिरेशन जरूरी है। और सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी होता है मैम, वो ये है कि एक्स्ट्रा लार्ज मार्केट पोटेंशियल। कि अपने को क्या करने का ना, कि तालाब के अंदर में क्रोकोडाइल को नहीं ढूंढने का, अपने को समंदर में मछली को ढूंढने का है, कि जो जिसके पास भी पूरा समंदर हो नापने के लिए। तो ऐसा ऐसा एक्स्ट्रा लार्ज मार्केट पोटेंशियल उसके प्रोडक्ट की होनी चाहिए। कि आज वो समझिए 2,000 करोड़ के टर्नओवर पे खड़ा है, लेकिन वो जिस फील्ड में है, वो फील्ड है 50,000 करोड़ का या 2 लाख करोड़ का, तो वो कंपनी के पास में गुंजाइश है बड़ी बड़ी बनने की। और मैं सीधा ग्रोथ पे ध्यान देता हूँ कि हाँ भैया, कंपनी ग्रो करेगी कि नहीं करेगी। एक बात और आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ, मैं मेरी लाइफ में वेट करता हूँ कि कोई एक जो पुराना एथलीट या कोई एक ऐसी कंपनी जिसने अपना एक कीर्तिमान स्थापित किया है, वो कंपनी जब डब्बे में आती है, क्योंकि ये साइकिल होता है इकोनॉमी का, वो कंपनी जब प्रॉब्लम में आती है, जिसने बड़ा कीर्तिमान स्थापित किया, मैं उस कंपनी में मेरी आंख लगा देता हूँ। और मैं देखता हूँ कि ये वापस कब उठेगी। उस वेट में कभी कभी 5 साल वेट करना पड़ता है, कभी कभी 7-8 साल भी वेट करना पड़ता है, 10 साल भी वेट करना पड़ता है। जब वो कंपनी टर्नराउंड की स्थिति में आती है, वो सेक्टर टर्नराउंड की स्थिति में आता है, और वो कंपनी जिंदा रहती है वापस मैच खेलने के लिए, मैं उस कंपनी पे बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट उस कंपनी में लगाता हूँ। मेरे लिए ऐसा भी वर्क किया है।
सेंसेक्स के बारे में एक सवाल है, और सवाल ये है कि कौन से ऐसे शेयर होंगे, कौन से कंपाउंडर्स होंगे जो सेंसेक्स को 1 लाख के पार ले जाएंगे, जितनी भी अवधि लगे। सवाल में ये लिखा गया है कि अगले 4-5 साल में, तो मुझे नहीं पता कब होगा, बट वो कौन से शेयर हैं जो इस प्रकार की तेजी ला सकते हैं सेंसेक्स में और बाजार में।
नहीं, तो आप एक चीज देखिए, ये रिले रेस के जैसे है। सेंसेक्स को अगर आप कंपैरिजन करेंगे 20-25 साल से, समझे 20-25 साल में सेंसेक्स 15-20 गुना है, जो भी अगर हो गया होगा, तो जरूरी नहीं कि वही शेयर ने लीड किया होगा उस सेंसेक्स को। अगर आप 90s के शेयर्स अगर आप देखेंगे, 1990s के अंदर में जो ब्लू चिप शेयर्स थे, उसमें 1 या 2 आपको सेंसेक्स में मिलेंगे, बाकी सारे के सारे गायब हो गए आप। अब ठीक है, चाहे उसमें आप 90s का इतिहास देख लीजिए, उसमें तो ये हर साल अब बदलते रहता है। 2000 के जो रैली के अंदर में जो सबसे बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूटर था, समझिए वो था आईटी के शेयरों का कंट्रीब्यूशन था। लेकिन अब उस 2003 और 8 की जो तेजी आई, उसके अंदर भी जो कंट्रीब्यूशन था, वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के शेयरों का था, बैंकों के शेयरों का था। तो ये कई इस तरह के ये बदलते रहते हैं। तो इस बोलकर अगर इंडेक्स को अगर आप देखते हैं तो उसके अंदर में आप इंडेक्स में अगर समझिए निफ्टी के ईटीएफ में या निफ्टी इंडेक्स में अगर आप इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तब तो अलग बात है। इसका पता लगाना आज के दिन ये मुश्किल है कि भाई ये शेयर है जो अगले इसी अभी जैसे बैंकिंग का जो बीएफएसआई सेक्टर का जो 35% या 40% इसका कंट्रीब्यूशन है, अगर आप देखें तो ये बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूट करता है इंडेक्स के कंपोजिशन को। ये तो ये आगे पीछे कभी ना कभी एडजस्ट होएगा ये। तो इसका आज पता लगाना मुश्किल है कि ये और ऐसा बात नहीं है। आप देखिए जो मल्टीप्लाई होते हैं वो मिड कैप होते हैं ज्यादा बजाय लार्ज कैप के। इंडेक्स के जो बाहर के शेयर्स हैं वो डेटा इतिहास ये बताता है कि वो आपको ज्यादा मल्टीप्लायर बनते हैं आपके लिए। वो 10 गुना 20 गुना 50 गुना जो शेयर होते हैं वो मिड कैप से निकल कर आते हैं, वो न कि वो लार्ज कैप से निकल कर आते हैं।
That's right, sir. In fact, I wanted to ask you there. So, if there is a 23, 24-year-old wanting to ask your advice today, what would you advise them? Should they balance out their portfolio between the large, mid and small caps, or should they go all out because they have the risk-taking capability at 23, 24? Should they go all in into small caps right now?
No, I don't suggest them to go for small caps. I would suggest them to go through mutual fund. I think they should not invest in this market directly, whether large cap or small cap, because ultimately money is money. If market will fall, if market will crash for any reason, small cap will fall more, but large cap will also fall. So for a person at 23, 24, it does not matter what's your age. If you are new to this market, if you have joined this market after COVID, after the bull market started, say from 21 onwards or whatever, if you have joined the stock market after 2021, then you are still fragile. So what you are doing, it is just you are pushing a train which is going you are pushing the train in the same directions where the train is going. अगर आप उसको ट्रेन को उल्टी डायरेक्शन में अगर धक्का लगाओगे तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा आप में कितना दम है। तो अभी आप जो ट्रेन जो चाह रही है उसी दिशा में आप उसको धक्का लगा रहे हो, आपको लग रहा है कि मैं बना रहा हूं। नहीं, आप पैसा नहीं कमा रहे हो। दिस इज मार्केट विच इज मेकिंग मनी फॉर यू, सो यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग। So I would advise them that for at least 4-5 years they should invest through mutual fund.
Okay, mutual fund ही सही है, that's good advice. The next question, and this one is from Dharmesh Shukla from Mumbai, and this question is in fact driven by what the results that we have seen in our top IT companies, lower revenue guidance that has been given, and the outlook seems to be a bit clouded. So the question that is being asked is, how should investors approach and go about the IT stocks?
You see, again, I'm an individual investor. I don't manage public money. I'm not a consultant, and I'm not a portfolio manager. So my idea could be different. I may be wrong also. Currently, I do not have any investment in IT. I had invested in IT after COVID, but I exited. And still I have not, I don't have, I think, yes, I don't have any IT stock in my portfolio. For the simple matter, because a lot of changes are happening in this IT industry because of this AI, artificial intelligence and all these things. So I don't know which company is going to, will keep on rising the way they had been rising in the past. So I don't know. So that's a little question mark, or maybe I'm not capable to understand that. So I do not have any invest, but having said that, forget about there are so many IT stocks which has really done well. You are showing on your screen Persistent and Coforce and L&T Tech. All these stocks have done. They have made a good amount of money for investors. So I'm not an investor in this. So that is better. I shouldn't speak.
Okay,
about them.
Mr. Kedia, then do you have an opinion on the new age technology stocks? Do you invest in these? Any particular names that are in your portfolio, or you now want to increase your positions in looking at the improved profitability that they are now posting?
No, I have not invested in a new age technology, and frankly, I have two investments which I can call that they are also new age technology kind of stocks. Like for example, Weber Global is a company where I am invested for last 7-8 years. And another company is Repro India. This is the name I am talking is only for the reference. It's not at all under the recommendation. Please understand this thing. Sure. Just for reference. So these two shares I am holding big quantity. And these are also like a new age technology also. And if coming to your point, if you buy new age technology, if you mean the stocks which got listed in last 2 years or 3 years, so I'm not invested in them because maybe because they are not making enough of money. But that does not mean that the stock and stock have also fallen, a lot from their peak or from their all-time high. They may also do well, but it depends on your own mentality, ma'am. You can have a tea at your home at 20 rupees. You can have a tea at Chapri, maybe for 40 rupees. You can have tea in a five-star hotel for 300 rupees also. So depends on your own perspective. I'm happy with the with the old companies having same some technology, newest technology, having a base, making some profit, and visibility. There is a visibility also. So I'm happy with them. Yeah.
Okay, okay. We'll take one viewer question, sir. This question has come from Soumya Gupta from Noida. She wants to ask you, what is the best and what is the worst stock market investment advice that you have received?
Best and worst
Worst.
advice I have received.
Hmm.
Okay, the best advice I have received, I will tell you, somebody had told me once, I will tell you, Rakesh Bhai. So once we had invested in
Okay.
one common share, yeah. So the company was doing reasonably well, but in one quarter, company profit was not that good. Okay, so I just called him and I said, "कि यार इसका तो the company is not doing well. The profit quarterly numbers are not up to the mark." So they told me one thing only. बोला quarterly देख के तो क्या करेगा company के अंदर में? Don't look at quarterly performance. So it was maybe 10 years back or something. So I still remember. So I would say that that was the best advice. And one more thing that once I
Do you still
wanted to
hold
buy
that stock?
5%. Yeah.
Do you still hold
No,
that
no,
stock?
now I don't have that stock. I have
Okay.
sold it. I made good amount of money by chance.
Hmm.
So I exited. And one
Okay.
worst advice you want to know
Yes.
that usually I have learned this thing in my life that I don't listen to the management also, ma'am. I think the small and mid cap where I'm investing, even management does not know that what they can become. So I don't listen to them. I don't meet them until unless I have to circumstances. I have to meet them. Like suppose some con call is there or some otherwise I don't attempt. I don't go extra mile to meet them because I do my own thing. Uh, but uh, recently I had bought some shares of GMDC at 150 rupees, and I met one gentleman who was a retired IS officer from Gujarat. So somebody introduced me to him that he is interested. He is also interested into stock market. He's a retired person, very nice person, and very thorough gentleman. And he's old enough, so he started talking about shares. So I told him, sir, I like your company from your home ground, GMDC. He said, why? Well, they are going into some rare earth minerals and this and all those things are happening. So he said, "Arre, no, 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 forget about this company." With due respect to him, I'm not criticizing him. As I said, the management also does not know what they are going to become. He told me, no, 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 no. I tracked this company. I knew this company. This policy of rare earth and all these policies are governed by state central government, and this is state government company. Nothing will happen. Although I don't listen to them, but I had to listen to the gentleman. With due respect, I sold my shares at 170 rupees. Today it is 450 rupees, merely in 1 month. That could be the worst advice.
That is
And
very, very
reasonably big quantity. Big quantity.
that is very, very
Yeah.
interesting and revealing that someone who is as much as a master of the market listen to
Siddharth
advice
ji,
and
I tell you, yeah, yeah. So there is a song of mine कि सोच कर समझ कर इन्वेस्ट कर रूमर पे टिप्पण ना टाइम वेस्ट कर नॉलेज और पेशेंस का बिजनेस है ये अनुभव से सीख और बेस्ट कर तो किसी से पूछने का नहीं टिप लेने का नहीं कोई रूमर पे जाने का नहीं अपना ही काम करने का
I was waiting to get you to sing a bit towards the end of the show, but before we do that,
अरे अरे अच्छा
since
हो गया
since since Diwali is coming soon, I want you to mention and talk about and primarily as a gift for our viewers, what are the stocks that they can consider around the Diwali season?
No, market is already celebrating Diwali. As I said, that there is no now free lunches are over. You don't. I don't find any. I would not invest in this market until unless I really find the compelling price or compelling opportunity. I don't think that market is going to give to you as on date as while I'm talking to you. I don't think that. I think this market is valued, I would say, not overvalued or something, but reasonably valued. This market is. So now you have to flow with this market, and not necessary that in Diwali you should buy only. You can sell also in Diwali. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's take one question from our viewers, sir. From Pune, Pratik Rawat wants to know from you, what will lead the market and take it to fresh highs now? Since you say that you're not investing in this market, this question is very well poised.
Now, of course, this market may go to new high, provided I'm little worried about this current Middle East situation between Israel and this Gaza waja and whatever is happening. So मेरे को लगता है गाजा कहीं बजाने दे मार्केट का बाजा. तो इसी मुल्क का मेरे को अगर suppose if subsides or and this war is over somehow, this Israel and this thing and all, and then maybe a market may go to new high. But I really don't foresee that this market, even if it goes to new high, I don't think that it can go 25% up from here or 20% up from here. I personally don't feel so.
But just to follow that up, what would it be needed as far as a structural change is concerned for the next big push up in our markets? What are you looking forward to from, let's say, maybe a policy point of view or an inflows point of view?
Policy point of view, I think I'm comfortable. I don't expect government to come out with any big policy and all. They are mostly in place. So far, inflow outflows are concerned, FIs are selling now a little bit every time and all. I think the impact of FI selling in this market is getting over. Now, the psychological influence of this of FI selling becoming irrelevant, by and by, because retailer has really taken over this market and the kind of money what we are seeing. Another one thing I would like to tell you, Siddharth, the 16,000 mutual fund garnered in the month of September. I feel that this 16,000 rupees is 500 crore per day. What is 500 crore per day? Bhai, 16,000 crore, 1,600 crore is nothing per month. A time will come, maybe 4 or 5 years from now, when we will get 1,600 crore on daily basis. This mutual fund will get 1,600 crore daily. So this is what I feel, 16,000 crore. So what I mean to say is this is a very small sum, what we are happening, and influence of this FIs are waning in this market. So once this war is over and say Russia and Ukraine things also settles down, but again there is an election, upcoming big election. So I'm little worried about that. I don't feel that. I think BJP will come in this general election, but depends on what majority and what kind of. So all things are still little what you call hunky dory. So
Perhaps
I have to wait.
Perhaps markets will take all the macro and political developments in stride. Indian markets have demonstrated a lot of resilience in the recent past, and you are absolutely right, Mr. Kedia, that gone are the days of foreigners influencing sentiment. I think there is a good element of made in India market. But as we wind down this conversation, Sakshi and I were talking about this before the show began, that we'll request you to sing for us, because a lot of people love you for that. They are in absolute and they won't forgive us if we let you go without singing something. So I will hand the mic to you. Over to you, Vijay.
So I remember two lines I will sing. मेरे अंकल के ड्राइवर से नॉलेज लिया, न पढ़ाई कोई की ना ही कॉलेज किया, लोगों की सुन लिया, पेनी स्टॉक चुन लिया, पैसा इतना डुबाया मजा आ गया, मेरे शेयर बाजार मैंने मानी नहीं हार, तू गिराया उठाया मजा आ गया.
Wow.
Wow. That is Vijay Kedia for you viewers. Penny stocks, and even in that song, he gave you advice that is worth every penny and every penny in gold. Avoid such temptations, and that was Vijay Kedia at his best, talking to us about the market and what you need to do to ensure that whatever money you put into the market gives you returns and does not go down the tube. Once again, thanks to you, Vijay Kedia ji, for sparing the time with us today and talking to us about a whole lot of issues. With that, it's a wrap on this conversation with Vijay Kedia. If you've been, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
சரி விடுங்க நான் எடுத்துட்டாங்க